Hello, everyone. Happy Sunday. An extra special thanks to anyone who's joining me live today, because that means you're watching me instead of the Super Bowl, which is impressive. Though it's more likely you've got the Super Bowl on another screen, at least for the ads. Or perhaps the halftime show. I can guarantee their ads would be better than any of the ads on this channel. Let's see. There was a note when I turned on the game briefly to do testing. There was this fixed issue introduced in a recent patch where bottlefish could no longer be hauled, causing drifters to get stuck fishing or hauling them. Okay, well, I don't think we ran into that because I was kind of avoiding polluting items last time, so I guess it's just as well I did. So let's get in there and take a look at what's going on. We'll leave it till 2 to actually start changing things, but let's just have a look at things thus far. We've got 19 people on board. Most of whom are polluted to some extent, though some only very slightly. Everyone should have accommodations that allow them to clear that when they sleep. We've got a rocket, which is in progress. It needs cold storage and it needs a booster. There's our spaceship fabricator. We've got pretty much our advanced technology up here and crafting stuff for manufacturing up in this 4 area. Docks are off to starboard. We've got our farms along the port side, including our fish farm, which is doing pretty well. I know I queued up a bunch of animal feed items at the end of last stream, so we should be pretty good on those. Yeah, we're making a bunch. We've got all our houses kind of along the center, food near the docks, and power generation, so it's all laid out pretty nicely. And let's see, we are still... Oh, we're still salvaging that aluminum scrap. Okay, we're still kind of in this industrial area where we came at the end of last stream, which we'd been searching for a while. Let's see where we are. Oil silos, plastic factory. We might want to drain that oil. We would have come through... Yeah, that aluminum warehouse is cleared out. The smokestack. We don't need plastic quite so much, but we've cleared out the aluminum, which was what we really needed. Looks like there's food and medicine and books over here if we go around for it. And forward is towards the increasing numbers on the map, as always. So, there we are. Food. Let's see. We've got really just barely enough food right now. The fryer is working. Yeah, we can't make too many more fries right now. We've got enough tomatoes and not a whole lot of flounders to use with them, so let's queue up a few jellyfish balls. We're making lots of corn. I guess I queued up a bunch of that. Okay, so we'll work on that. So, cold storage and a booster. Cold storage, we need 2 Plastex, 1 advanced electronics, and 8 coolants. We haven't needed much coolants. It seems to really only be something we need for these special items. Okay, 8 coolants. So... You're gonna need 8 fish oil and 8 biogas. Gonna need gobblers for that. There's the biogas. We're also gonna need 2 plastex. 1 and 2, which means we need 2 glue. We're also gonna need 2 pletals. There we go. And for advanced electronics, 1 of those. Okay, so now we'll just have to wait for that all to filter through. What's this? Radio equipment. Huh, did we... Oh, we deconstructed the standard radio station to build an advanced one. That wasn't just an upgrade. Okay, interesting. Okay, that's fine. We could also queue up the stuff for the booster. Might as well. So, for the booster... Oh, we'll need a generator for that. Great. We will also need 2 more plastex. Which means 2 more glue. And 2 more pletal. We will also need 5 rocket fuel. Which means we're gonna need 10 bioacid. There we go. Okay, so all that is queued up. It just needs to happen. And we're not burning oil for power right now because we need our oil for the rocket fuel. So... how's our food doing? We're having a hard time having enough power on hand for our food. Let's see, aluminum warehouse is up there. We are currently looting that. Let's see if we can get anything from the oil silos once we can start moving again. Which we can't at the moment. We don't really need electric eels. So let's turn those off. Oil silos, sure. Let's make 2 pumps. Let's also get the metal. We've got enough destruction tools for that. A couple of pumps. Okay, yeah. Bunch of people cleared their pollution from that. We're having a good sleep. The electric scrapsmith is... mostly for focusing on the aluminum. Ah, there goes the fabricator. It's making the booster. That'll get it up in orbit in no time. Or explode. Preferably not explode. And you doubted me when I said bio-waste makes a great accelerant. I really don't want to know how you learned that. Okay. Well, cold storage is next. We need flounder, nibbler, and gobbler chow. I'll throw in some bird chow for good measure. Let's move a little closer to oil. That's plastic. Don't need that much. Rusty car wrecks. That might be a source of oil as well. We'll find out. Got potatoes, so we can start making fish and chips again. Swan, hello! There is a channel point redeem if you'd like to put your name on a colonist. How's this doing? Oh, do you not have a generator? Oh, no. Okay, you just need the coolant, and the coolant is being made over here. Needs fish oil, because we need gobblers. Okay. So as soon as we've looted the oil... we should try to head out and find some gobblers. Oil silos fully salvaged. Okay, great. Even oil gobblers would be okay. Those are flounders. We can always use those too. Just an inch forward, just a little more. There we go. Power's at a premium because we're building all this advanced stuff. How about the rusty car wrecks? Don't really need any of that right now. We're gonna need flounder chow. Okay, people are sleeping again. Okay, that's done. Now let's go ahead and get these oil gobblers. Any others within range? I don't think so, not quite. We can come around and get the useful stuff over there, too. Got fish and chips, got plenty of tomatoes, actually. Ah, we need gobblers for other things. So let's not make any bouillabaisse at the moment. Flounders can go into fish tacos. Oh, we don't need the rocket fuel anymore, so we can use oil for power again. Ah, we're out of firewood too. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. No wonder we were having problems. How much wood do we have? Quite a lot, actually. So let's chop some up. Got our fish. At least some of them. Let's get some more over there. Okay, we're able to make the fish oil now because we've got gobblers. Oh, definitely take these chopping tools. That's free. Might as well scout over here, too. Why not? We're right here. Still running out of flounder chow. Captain, we spotted signs of life. There might be a survivor out there. Over there. Oh. Way over there. Okay. Keep you just in range. Let's just get out of the pollution, even if we can't get in the farmland yet. We're still fishing those gobblers. You're all done. Which means we can turn bouillabaisse back on again. How are you doing? Ah, cold storage is queued up. There you go. Everyone's polluted again because of the water and the gobblers and everything, but most of it was pretty mild. Okay, fishing's done. Let's backtrack a bit and explore these farms. There's the cooling system. Chop healthy trees. No. We will take the demolition tools. let's take the furniture from both of these places. There's free potatoes up ahead. Won't say no to those. Brr. That is a brisk minus 140 Celsius. The colder the better. Can't have the fusion core melting down mid-flight. All parts bolted, wires crossed. We're go for launch. Wow. To think in a couple hours we'll be talking face to face, not just over airwaves. We can't wait to meet you, Stella. Wow. You just don't get a more dramatic launch button than that, do you? Oh, man. Okay. Now it's even flashing at me. All right, launch. Well, off it goes. Whoosh. Whoosh. Spaceship in sight. Initiating docking menu. Stella? Hello? Are you there? Docking successful! Still breathing, floating, and safely tucked into the spaceship. Fusion core secured. Initiating return sequence. Counting down. 3, 2, 1. Takeoff! Look up! The sky is alive! Stella is flying her way home. Captain, the guidance system's gone. I can't steer her anymore. She's flying in blind. Oh, that means she's gonna splash down somewhere random and we're gonna find her. I can make it. Manual controls on. Prepare for emergent landing. She's going down over the horizon. Stella. Oh no. Over there. Yep. Oh dear. Okay. Wow, all right. Oh. All right, well, Stella's gonna be okay. Let's grab the stuff from this farmland and then we'll head over there. We could even use that water at this point. Scout the region. We don't need the rotor. That seems to really have only been useful for one thing. More flounder food. Oh, man. It's a good thing we're finding all these nibblers. Oh, this nibbler's right next to us. People doing okay? Yeah, much better. Investigate the any. Okay, more nibblers and corn. We don't need to chop the trees there. Okay, still need some more food. There we are. Got lots of gobblers now. Okay, those fish, I'd kind of like them to hurry up. We have 2 fishing boats and we can use them. Okay. Oh, there's more food over here. Yeah, and all that stuff. Okay, probably worth it. We'll swing around. Plus all these flounders. Okay, take the tools. Take the furniture. Don't need those. Take the potatoes. Get within range of... Well, there's a lot of flounders. In that case, this back here. Oh no, we're not doing anything with you. You're the one we need extra hauling power for. gob kebabs okay. They're tasty. Not the best we have, but they're not terrible either. Okay, that's done. So let's get these flounders. All the way over here. The food truck is a little overworked. We'll be okay. Okay, got those done. Let's swing by here. Nibbler's over here. Don't need that. Don't need that. Scout the region, why not? Don't really need... Well, I'm sure we'll have a use for bio-waste. So let's make some containers while we're out here. Okay. So we won't get the seagull, but we will get the bio-waste, because that is useful. Fishing spots ahead. How are we doing on pollution? Poor Islay, what are you doing that's causing you to be so polluted? Whatever your job is, it's a rough one. sneak through here. Nibbler's up ahead. And in front of us, more buildings. Okay. Still working on those fish. Got the flounders. Moving on. Can we fit through there? I don't know. We'll go around. Bog. Let's get the books. We don't really need the paper because we're not making any medicine. Don't need those things. We will scout the region. Fishing marker gathered. Excellent. Let's just pull up here. I don't think we really need all that much medicine right now either. Well, we could use some more. Yeah, we need to be over there for it. Okay. In which case, let's not go through the polluted region to get to it. Okay, we're doing all right. Tomatoes are a limiting reagent for a lot of things. All right, now let's go after our astronaut. Let's fish these nibblers. Sit right on top of it so our chair will also work. cross through. Let's see, somewhere useful to recharge. You've got fish. Oh, farmland. Flounders. We have more seaweed than we need. Let's turn off one of the growers for now. Captain, we spotted signs of life. There might be a survivor out there. I also might have clean dishes in the kitchen. Over there, we also have some wheat in sight. Grab those potatoes. Take the tools. Take the furniture. Take the fish. We'll sit right on top of the fish. Ooh! Another industrial area. Fascinating. We've got more than enough corn right now. We're kind of stockpiling more food items than we need at the moment. If I find another stash of tomatoes, I'm going to plant them right away, because I think that would address some of our food balance issues. Oh, poor Islay. You've got more pollution than anyone, but we'll help you out. You know, we're kind of set on food right now, to be perfectly honest. We'll grab the cans, because they don't require any processing. They're easy to deal with. here we are. Yeah, this is more aluminum. Let's come back for this if we need it. For now, we've kind of got a straight shot here to our astronaut. So as soon as these two things have been looted, we'll go for it. Ah. And the nibblers. Okay, now we can go. So right down this main street here. Let's go ahead and take canned food just because it's so convenient. I'm not even going to bother with the solar panels right now, though, because I was building solar panels, but we might not need them anymore after we get the fusion reactor, so we'll see how that goes. Okay, off you go. And let's go for the next canned food station. Canned food. It's ordinary quality. Honestly, we can cook better things than that right now, but it's just so easy to deal with. Let's leave you here so you can get over there faster. 79 food items. We must have gotten an influx of tomatoes or something. I guess it's all the canned food we're getting. And everyone's polluted again because of where we are. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to temporarily turn off anything that uses tomatoes. We're going to plant some more of those because I think it'll address our balance issues a little bit. Potatoes, I will leave, actually. No, we are right up next to what we need. Well, this is a cute little area. Just a nice patch of very clean forest. And Oh dear, you didn't even splash down. You landed on a rock. There, in the cockpit. Stella? Ugh. 9 out of 10 flight. Slight hiccup at landing, right? Right? Stella, this is no time for jokes. You're hurt. Stay still. Told you I'd make it. Yes. The fusion core is intact and in better shape than you by the looks of it, but it's buried in the wreckage. It'll take some time to extract. Okay, extract fusion core. We're gonna need plasma tools, okay. Well then. Plasma tools it is. I just need advanced electronics. One, and for that we'll need regular electronics. There you go. Let's see, and Stella, you're gonna need a proper house, aren't you? Right now you're in the boarding house, which is not the greatest place. Can we build a solo cottage? We'll need some rope and 4 plettle. Let's just make a bunch of rope. Tons of food because of all those cans. Fusion core. As you watched the spacecraft descend, it appeared that the island appeared as it crashed. Well, video game map logic, I guess. Okay, there's our plasma tools. Off you go. Okay, Stella, let's put you in a cottage right from the beginning. Oh, and we're gonna need all the proper upgrades for it too. We're gonna need a sleep respirator. And we're gonna need an air filter. Someone needs to head over there. There you go. I don't know why that was set to swimming range, but it doesn't need to be. Why would you swim with a fusion core? Seems like a lot to carry under the circumstances. Stella and the fusion core successfully retrieved, Captain. Well, let's build ourselves a fusion reactor. Okay. First we have to research it. The very last thing, fusion power. Fusion reactor generates 500 eels, constant and infinite. Wow, okay. And ozone shield, the shield that will protect us from the pollution belt. Okay. Oh, fun. That reanimates itself when we bring up the map. Okay. All right then. Well, let's... Yep, every time. Okay, in that case... let's explore back this way. Because if we're gonna need anything, we're probably gonna need stuff from the industrial zone. And I'm always interested in finding stuff from farmland. Where's that industrial spot? It's over here. So let's be prepared to loot it if needed. Got some free tools here. I'm gonna wait till we have 5 tomatoes so we can plant the whole row. Ooh, flounders. Go big to go home. Okay, this cottage needs for Stella to move into it. It needs its pollution curing upgrades. We need flounder chow as always. Research. This is gonna take a while, but there's not a whole lot we have to do besides that. Okay, there's tomatoes. We can plant some. We can also do upgrades if needed. Plastic floater. Let's see if we can make some more of those. Plastic and foam for each one. More animal chow. You're still researching. We can honestly just hang out here for a bit. I can also work on upgrading more shacks. Might need some more plastic if we're doing all that. Oh, lots of tomatoes now. Okay, so you plant more tomatoes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now we can turn on our tomato using foods again. I think we'll be in a better position to use things more evenly without needing to click on them so much. We have more tomatoes. Where's our plettle? Probably also use gas bags in a few buildings, but that's been applied to a lot of stuff already. Not everything. Let's see. Here we go. Turn this into a solo cottage. And the captain was living in here. No one in the boarding house. Good, good. Just keep on rolling. Poor Islay. I'm not gonna need much oil either. Oh, I can throw things overboard by just clicking on them. Right, by just right-clicking on them. Okay, that's good to know, actually, because there's some stuff that we're just not going to need anymore at some point. Okay, but we have a bunch of plastic floaters now. We can attach those to a bunch of things. And that's the end of those. Okay. We are going to need to find more nibblers, so let's swim around a bit for those. Okay, cottages are just going to take 4 plastics each. Or 4 pletals each, that is. So if we have enough metal and plastic, then we can just go for it. Those things are all fine. How's research going? Getting close. Still need flounder chow. Oh, let's just double check. Yeah, that still has all its upgrades after becoming a cottage. Nice to know the cottage upgrades are working better too. Okay, tomatoes are all going into really good food. That's good. Almost there on the fusion power. And once this is done, I don't suppose we'll actually need the research bench anymore. Transcended is the achievement I got for that. Research all technologies. Yeah, we're not going to need that anymore then. Build a fusion reactor. Ten plastics, 6 advanced electronics, and 1 fusion core, which is a unique item. All right, well. 10 plastics. We're gonna need more aluminum. All right, well, my suspicions were correct then. Okay. 6 more of these. Make sure we've got some more metal plates. And also 10 glue. And 6 advanced electronics. We're gonna need some more regular electronics. Electric scrap. And let's see. We should be able to turn appliances into electric scrap. Where is that happening? We can look it up. Resources. Electrocrafter. Produced in recycler. Got it. Same place we're turning plastic junk into float. No, that's the plastic. There we go. That's turning plastic junk into plastic waste. Now we need some electric junk. All right. Well, now we know where to go then. Which is exactly where I suspected. Back towards this industrial zone. We doing okay for resources? Let's make sure we're making enough flounder chow. Plastic factories. Oh, there's a couple industrial zones. There's the one all the way over there. We haven't even scouted it or anything. All right. Are we using our oil? I suspect we are. And I'm not saying not to anymore. So let's loot the oil silos. Make a couple of pumps. And that's taking some of our electronics as well. That's a plastic factory. Let's salvage the metal. Definitely salvage the aluminum scrap. Electronics, though. I think we're going to need to go to an urban area for that. And that's just right over there. Let's scout the region. Unless they come up with a new DLC that adds more research, well, we'll just build it back again then. But yeah, in the interest of having a lighter raft, let's clear this out. Did I say to scout the region? Yes. There's some aluminum over there. Metal. You know what? Let's get this because it's right here. Salvage the aluminum scrap. Make sure we're still cooking plenty of useful things. And let's head back to this urban area to look for electronic junk. Or electric junk. Plastic factory, aluminum warehouse, plastic factory, yeah. Honestly, we've got so much seaweed. We can spin up some salads too. And we're gonna need... some more nibblers. Let's get out of this pollution. There's nibblers over there. Let's go back to the urban area. There's bottlefish. That'll do. I do want to scout the region, though, since it's right here. Where are we? There we are. Oh, there's flounders right back there as well. We'll go for those. And we also need some more bird chow. Yeah, definitely need more nibblers. Regular nibblers here too. Okay, nibblers are out this way. Bottlefish are out this way. Glad those were fixed. We are making good food when we can. Seaweed's plentiful. People don't like to eat it, but it's there. Okay, there is some electronic things over there for sure. Let's see what we can find. Don't really need those things. You know what? We could take the furniture. That's easy enough. Oh, take the intact books. That's fun. I guess we'll finish clearing this. Rooftop circuitry. It's over there. Right next to the other thing. Yeah, all those dishes and stuff. Definitely salvage those. Needs screwdrivers. Aha! We do have enough of things to build the fusion reactor. So, okay, this is big, as one would expect. Okay, well, let's maybe... Let's maybe rearrange some things. Let's move you. We may not need this forever. Let's put that there. Put this over here. Let's put you there for now. It's not the best place. Those need to be hooked up to the grid again, but that's okay. Let's tear this out. Oh, it's one of our old medium storage yards. Okay. And now let's clear this out. Ah, there's a weight limit. In that case, let's tear these out as well. What's it gonna take for us to build another town tugger? 5 plettle and a generator. All right. Might be one over there. Might be one in the car wrecks. We may need to find a truck. Let's have a look. The parking garage is just metal. Okay. Rusty car wrecks over there. We might need a truck. We don't know what's over there. Oh, we're too far away from that. Let's circle around, since that's what we're doing. And we're in clean water too, which is great. Where are we? There we are. That's a windmill. We've already scouted the region. There's the car up ahead. And more electronics, which is also nice. No, we need a truck for that. Derelict truck. There's a couple of them. Okay. Let's see if these can help us. We'll get the... Oh, get the crops. Oh, did we already get them? Oh, no. All right. Don't bother with the furniture. Ozone Shield. That's also heavy. Ozone Shield capacitor. Rooftop circuitry salvaged. We're working on the potatoes. Okay, let's go for those trucks. This one have what we need. We're definitely gonna need more food. First of all, check the truck. Salvage the truck wreckage. There we go. Oh, tons of tomatoes. But we don't have all the different kinds of... Yeah, we need more flounders to make use of them. Okay. Well, let's get up right next to this so we can grab it. Okay, got that. And now let's start going for new places. Town Tugger. No, you want to get flipped around. All right. Oh, this is a broken grid. That's better. There we go. Will that give us enough? Yes, that's enough weight capacity for our fusion reactor. Let's watch this being built. We're still probably going to need more for the ozone shield. Beginning with all this water, our new fusion reactor will presumably create excess helium. They should let us fill a giant balloon with the stuff to lighten our town. That would be nice. Free gas bags. Or we could just power more town tuggers with it. That's a fusion reactor, all right. Careful. And fusion core secure. Earth's first fusion reactor. Clean energy made with recycled trash. It's beautiful. Now to construct the ozone shield. Should be a piece of cake with infinite electricity. I've added the recipe to the advanced electro crafter. Okay, good. build an ozone shield. All right. Well, first, let's get out of this gross water. Now that we have ridiculous amounts of power, all we got to do is hook it up to the grid. Look at that thing. We got to center it better. We can do that later. Yep, plenty of power now. All right. Let us go... Which way is forward? The way we're going, really. All right, well, let's settle on these nibblers. Oh, wow, even more industrial stuff. Starting to run short on a few kinds of food. Let's keep making the seaweed salads, even though they're kind of gross. Okay, the advanced electrocrafter. That's over there. Ozone shield capacitor. We just need a plastic. Okay. And we just need a glue. Take the tools. However, we're really not gonna need to burn much other stuff for power at this point. People are sad because they were eating icky meals, and Islay, your pollution is still pretty high too. Okay, well, let's turn off these other generators, because I don't think we're really needing them anymore. Let's test that out a bit to be certain, but 100% grid efficiency. Batteries at 100. Manual power generator. Let's turn that off as well. There's another one here. If we indeed get along fine without them, then we will save ourselves the weight and tear them down. Ooh! Grayson76, hello! Welcome! Welcome, Raiders. Welcome to our ridiculous raft town. We're actually quite near the end of the game, so if you're spoiler sensitive, then maybe raid and run, but welcome. I'm Vanya Laswin. I play a lot of simulation style games. Flotsam's one of them. I've played Raft, a bit of Cities Skylines. I've got a Satisfactory game going on Tuesday evenings with a friend, and also some multiplayer stuff. Slipstream Rogue Space on Thursday evenings. So, welcome. Let's see. Let's give you a proper shout out here. Gray with an A. There we go. So what were you up to this fine and lovely day? If I use the other shout-out message, if it works, sometimes it doesn't, then that should tell me, but you can tell me as well. Poke. It doesn't want to work today. Oh well. Well, you can tell me what you were doing then. So yes, welcome to you and all who came in with you. Let's see. Having given fair warning for spoilers. Dark Souls 1 this go-round. Never streamed it before, but have played it several times. Cool. Okay, so, having given y'all your spoiler warnings, right now, we need to... Oh, we've produced our Ozone Shield capacitor. So now we're building an Ozone Shield so that we'll be able to sail across very polluted waters to reach the continent. Because this whole time we've been on this post-apocalyptic, well, adorably post-apocalyptic flooded world. But apparently there is a continent, and so we'll have to go through some very polluted water in order to reach it. Which is unfortunate, because we've already got some pollution here, but let's see. Ozone Shield. Okay, we're going to need 6 plastics, 4 advanced electronics. Great. 6 and 4. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 plastics, which means we'll need 6 glue. And 4 advanced electronics, which means 1, 2, 3, 4. Got plenty for that. Off we go. And I would still love some more nibblers. We fished those. There's some bottle fish up this way. Right, this is the way we came. No, it's... If it was the way we went to find Stella, then we would have seen the thing at the end, but there's farmland over there. Not super important at this point. Penthouse restaurant. Is that new? We can always just find out. Wouldn't mind bottle fish anyway. Actually, what we really should do is just cut across to the clean water over there. You don't want to be dealing with polluted stuff more than you have to. Okay, that's free food. So yeah, let's leave the bottle fish alone. We'll just loot that. Because then your people get sick and that's no good. Industrial. Oh, it's not quite infinite power. Alright, good to know. Alright. We're not gonna be able to get a fishing boat in there. Plunk. Lot of resource management, especially since there doesn't seem to be a function to, for example, produce this much of an item, and once you've got that much in storage, stop until we have less of it. I would really like that, and I'm sure someone's made a mod that will do it, but it's not in the game natively. Yes, it's only 10 raised almost to the power of infinity. Oh, good grief. Alright, well, in that case... let's drop drop this down to 40% of a threshold. Turn it back on. The wood-burning ones will drop down to 30. We can't build another fusion reactor because it uses a unique part to do it. We needed a fusion core from a literal spacecraft. Let's see if my YouTube plug will work. There we go. You can go on the YouTube archive and see everything that led up to this point. Okay, and for food, our people would love to not have to eat icky seaweed salad anymore. So let's make some materials for fish and chips. We love those. If only we could get some more flounders. We've got plenty of tomatoes now, so if we can get a better supply of flounders, we'll be good to go. Okay, and because we do need to keep running our other generators, let's pick up this oil. Actually, let's make one pump for that. I'm happy to send all my people over there. Don't have huge amounts of gobblers. We do have is a good amount of corn. Plus the flounders. We can get those nibblers ahead of us. Plunk. What's up there? Flounders! Can't quite get to them. Not without being out of range for our other things. I guess we could still use solar panels. It's just there's such a tiny amount of power that you get from each one, and they take up a lot of space. We're able to make our ozone shield now. Where does this go? I kind of feel like it should... It's too big to go there. Guess we'll put it next to the fusion reactor. Why not? That's as reasonable a place as anywhere else. Thinch is my master. Hello. Welcome to our ridiculous raft. We're probably getting near the end of the game here. We've researched everything. We're building the ozone shield that should be able to take us to the continent, wherever that is. We are out of flour somehow. This is it. Let's connect it to the fusion reactor's grid. Okay, then. You know what? Let's put Let's put another power pole, like, right here. Captain, look, the ozone shield, it's working. We can finally cross the polluted stream to the continent. Activate. Are you sure you want to activate the ozone shield now? There is no going back once it is active. Oh. Alright, let me know when you're ready to head to the continent. Really? Alright, well that sounds like a spot to save the game then. Save as. New save. Plankton. Pre-shield. Okay. Does this just end the game then? I guess we're about to find out. Okay. Ozone shield activated. Let's head for the continent, Captain. Move to the continent. Okay. Oh, wow. Look at that. Well, let's make sure we're still keeping ourselves alive and all that. Right, we're out of flour, that's the problem. Okay, well we can use nibblers and potatoes for other kinds of food. Ah, and presumably the footprint of our town still does matter. Because if we couldn't cover the whole thing with the ozone shield, that would be a problem. How far off is it? The question is, what does the ozone shield prevent you from doing now? Landing missions, getting more resources? I think most of it is It's probably mostly the fact that it just uses gobs and gobs of power. Such that we wouldn't want to be... We wouldn't want to have it on unless we were actually wanting to use that much energy. There's the flounders. And were there more fish out this way? Yes. More flounders. We can always use more flounders for really good food. Ooh, that must be what we're looking for. Okay, let's get our bearings a little bit. You are coming back with flounders. There's some fish ahead of us somewhere. I thought there were. Oh, just ahead of us, not too far. Easily, you might be in trouble if things keep up. Where's Islay living? You're in the boarding house. No wonder you're not healing anything. There. In fact, let's tear this down. We're not bringing new people in anymore. If people are homeless, we want them to automatically go to an empty house. Interesting how the ozone shield selects for pollution but doesn't kill fish or us. Yeah, definitely. Still need more flounder chow. Oof, what a mess. We've crossed into the polluted stream. Air's thick with toxins. Visibility dropping fast. Thankfully, the ozone shield is stable. How are we supposed to get through this area, though? These are all solid things. There we go. There's a break. Let's... Oh, you won't let me? That's the credit sequence. Stray Fawn Publishing. There's some fish. Why can't I get out of the map? I can't escape either. Even through the shield, I can taste the air. Like microwave flip-flops, and it's chewy. Okay, we need to keep moving then, because I'm not going to be able to produce anything. Music, sound effects. The sky's melting. Thick and pale like sour milk pouring into the ocean. It's mesmerizing. Delicious. Wait, what? What am I saying? Writing? I think those plastic bottles are waving at me. Captain, please tell me we're almost there. I don't know, the map only goes so far, but that's some beautiful water ahead. Somehow right next to the polluted stuff. Oh, I see it! I've always wanted to say this. Land ho! I guess we've reached the promised land. So we completed the game, and we did so without anyone dying. Interesting that there's not really any credits music. Just the sound of the wind. There was one clean, well, presumably clean bottle amongst all that polluted stuff. Yeah, I don't know. I couldn't go back to the raft to interact with anything. And clearly the map wasn't even going to spawn the polluted zone until everything was built and ready to go for it. That's probably actually what the point of no return is. I bet that when you turn on the ozone shield, that places the pollution stream on the map. At which point, you're not going to be able to sail around normally anymore. Thanks for playing. Oh, and it's got a nice ending frame there at the end of the credits. Okay. Well, that's that. If we continue, I suppose that would probably take us back to the place I saved at. Yeah, the shield's not on yet. Or is it? No, it is. All right, so I'd need to... This is... Yeah, this is like right before we sail in. Okay. So if we wanted to play more of the game normally, then we'd go back to the save I made earlier, but this is it. Well, if there's anything else people are curious about or anything like that, then I can play around with something here. We never did get everyone a cottage, but that's all right. I'm not going to be perfectionist about our cobbled together survival raft. But it seems like story-wise, that's about it. Teach seems to think it's tea time. I think that's a good idea. In fact, I made some tea and haven't actually had any of it. There we go. So, I guess that's the end. I guess I will finish up early today then. Since that's the end of the game. So, if there's any DLCs and such as hinted, we'll have a nice save file to come back to. But for now, I guess I'll take us to the outro. And let's see who's around to raid. Oh, let's see. So Steam key giveaway is actually, let me double check what their Steam name is, because they joined us in Void Crew yesterday. Let's see. Friends. Did I get this right? Yes, Asher. They joined us in Void Crew yesterday, and they are Steam Key giveaway on Twitch, so let's go say hi, because they're having a birthday stream, so we'll go say hi and happy birthday. Thank you, everyone, so much for joining me. And next week, I guess it'll be something completely different. I'll have to figure out what it's going to be, but until then, satisfactory Tuesday evening, Slipstream Rogue Space on Thursday evening, and I don't know for Sunday, so we'll find out later. Thank you all for joining me, and see you next time.